Today our topic is if you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why? That is very interesting. I think for me it would be Einstein for sure. I would like to understand how he's able to visualize gravity and space-time and the bending of space-time in his brain with just math and numbers. I think that's very crazy. And the reason why I say that is because recently I saw a video on YouTube, and the video basically visualized what gravity would look like if we could see it. And it's actually very interesting. Basically, you would have an object here, right? It has mass, and then space-time is all around it. So in that visualization, you would have basically grids. Just think of like 3x3 grids, or not 3x3, like three-dimensional grids. And then it's constantly getting sucked into this mass in all directions. And it's because of that bending of space-time that things fall into that center of mass. And if you're moving in a direction, let's say you're moving straight like this, the pulling of space-time makes it so that you're actually orbiting. And I think the fact that Einstein could figure that out is just insane. How could he? It's just too crazy. So I'd really like to pick his brain a bit. I probably wouldn't understand the technicalities at all, but it would just be really interesting to talk to him. Yeah, I think that would be very crazy. And then, the prompt said one person, but honestly, if I were to pick another person, ooh, who would I pick? I don't really know. Yeah, I guess it would have to be Einstein. I mean, general relativity is crazy. Special relativity is also crazy. I feel like the idea that no matter what, so this is just my understanding of special relativity, is you have an object that's moving through space-time, right? If it has a headlight and it beams light, the light will travel at c, which is speed of light. It doesn't care about the fact that there's previous momentum here. It'll still just travel at c, which is crazy. Because if this object is traveling at 99% of speed of light, the light will still travel at the same speed. It doesn't matter. It's just the limit, the speed limit of the universe. Like, why is there just this crazy arbitrary speed limit in the universe? That's so insane. Right? And then also this idea that the faster you move, the less time you experience relative to the rest of the world. Your time reference just completely shifts, which allows you to travel anywhere in an instant if you could travel at the speed of light. Granted, the universe would evolve. So basically, if you traveled instantly to somewhere very far away, it would be a long time in terms of the universe because it will continue to evolve. Pretty crazy. Special relativity is crazy. General relativity is also crazy. The idea that our local time is just our local time. Somewhere else, more massive planet, maybe a planet's orbiting a black hole or whatever, a larger star, experiences a completely different time world line, let's call it. I think that's just very crazy. And somehow Einstein just figured all that out by just thinking about this and doing... I'm not sure if he actually did experiments. I need to read up a bit more about that. But from my understanding, he just came out with this and just wrote down some equations and figured it out. And then it wasn't until much later that we were able to experimentally figure out that general relativity is a thing. I think something like, for example, the GPS system, you would have to account for the fact that time is moving at a faster, is it faster? Yeah, faster at geosynchronous orbit than on Earth because there's more mass, right? Time slows down when you approach a more massive object. Pretty freaking crazy. Yeah, I just rambled on about some random crap. That's about it, I guess.